Welcome back. So before I get into today's video, I did want to show a couple of items off here that are for sale. If anybody is interested, I have had a lot of new subscribers here recently. I do have a couple more of these wing panels. I think I got like 5 more, maybe 4 more of these left. A couple holes on the back for you to hang on the wall if you want to rep the Rodman Rundown in your man cave, or if you want to rep the Rodman Rundown in your coffee cup cabinet. We do have these as well. Some tumblers or coffee, whatever the heck they're called, with the Rodman Rundown logo on those. And I got like maybe like 6 more of those left as well. So if you're interested, I can ship those out to you. Just email me if you would like to buy one. It's rodmanchase@gmail.com. Also did need to address a comment from yesterday. Some guy said that was the dumbest shirt that he's ever seen or something like that. I had to let him know that according to the shophighlimitracing.com website, that shirt is completely sold out except for 4XL. So apparently there's a lot of people walking around with the dumbest shirt on of all time. I will agree the shirt is dumb, but it is hilarious, and that is why people are buying it. So I don't sell that. It's straight. I don't make any money off that. Just let you know that is from shophighlimitracing.com. Apparently that guy does not like that shirt. But yeah, now let's get into this video. So James McFadden, I wanted to talk about him today. I talked about him yesterday in the Dirt Cup preview video. He was my favorite driver as far as who I think could win that race coming up this weekend for a $100,000 payday. And if you did not know, James McFadden has been cursed when it comes to 6-figure payday races in his career. He has finished second 3 times in races that paid over $100,000. And I think I'm making a prediction now, and really, I don't think it's that bold of a prediction, but I am going to say that curse comes to an end this weekend during the Dirt Cup at Skagit Speedway. So today I want to talk about, his past results at Skagit, and I wanted to talk about those other races where he was in contention to get the win for those big paydays, and it did not work out for him. Interestingly enough, I was at all 3 of these races, so I have a pretty good memory of what happened to him. The first one we'll talk about, and probably I would say the most important one to McFadden, the one that he lost, that he probably was the most disappointed in, has got to be High Limit International at Perth Motorplex. In December of last year, we were down there in Western Australia. It was a $100,000 payday. It was the biggest, highest paying race of all time in Australian Speedway. And McFadden was the class of the field all 3 nights there. He won both prelim nights going away, and going into the finale, everybody thought that McFadden was going to just walk the dog on him and get that first big win of his career. I mean, he's won plenty of big races, right? But get that first 6-figure payday win out of the way. On the finale, he led 27 laps and got caught up in some lap traffic and got slowed down a little bit. And he got passed by Kyle Larson with 7 laps to go. And Larson would go on to get that big paying win. And you could just tell in the victory lane interview, in the second place interview, that McFadden was dejected. I mean, this was in his home country. He had dominated all weekend long with a brand new team that just got put together with that Team Brady Racing 23. And for him to come up short after dominating the first 2 nights, you could tell that it was affecting him. He did not like it, especially after these other 2 races down here have happened in the past where he's been so close. Another one, and the first one, I didn't do these in chronological order, but the first time that he was second place in one of these races was at the Huset's High Bank Nationals in 2022. I believe that was the first ever running of this race, and that was when it was $100,000 to win. We know that this upcoming week, the Huset's Hustle's $100,000 to win. The High Bank Nationals is now $250,000 to win. But at that race, he led laps 35 through 39, and then got passed on the last lap by Sheldon Hodenshield, who would go on to score the victory. I mean, McFadden, I interviewed him. It was a sad interview for him to run second. I know it was the first one out of these that we're looking at here today, but you could tell. I mean, he was a corner away from winning the biggest race of his life, and it did not happen for him. And it just hurt to see, because I'm a McFadden fan. I think a lot of people are. It's hard to not be a fan of him and to see him get passed. I mean, I know a lot of people like Sheldon as well, so a little bit of a trade-off there. But yeah, that was a sad deal there. And then the other one was back last year at the Skagit Nationals with High Limit Racing, which is not the same as the Dirt Cup. I want to make that clear. That one was $102,626 to win. And McFadden started outside the front row. He led laps 1 through 14, and then on lap 15, Rico Abreu passed him, and McFadden was not able to reel him back down, and Abreu would lead the final 26 laps. And you know it, McFadden finished second again. So that is 3 times now that McFadden has finished second at one of these races. And if it happens again this weekend, I don't know. I don't know what to say, because that is a legitimate curse. There's just no denying at that point. He already has a curse, but I mean, it would be a legit curse if it happened 4 times for McFadden. So I wanted to look at Skagit, because I think that this is one of, if not maybe even the best track for James McFadden. Even though he's only won there 1 time, he has been in contention so many times to win races there. It's incredible. The first time he ever went there was in 2021. He was driving the Casey Kane Racing number 9 car. In his first race there, he led all 30 laps and was able to get the win against the Outlaws. The next night, he was 4th, and then he was, well, you guessed it, 2nd on the finale of the Skagit Nationals that year. It did not pay $100,000. I think it paid like $20,000 to win or something. But still, he was 2nd there on the finale night of the Skagit Nationals. 2022 through 2024, we know that he ran the Roth Motorsports 83 car. In 2022, his results there were 25th, 22nd, and 4th. And the 25th place finish, he got wrecked by a lap car running inside the top 5. And then when he ran 22nd, he was leading the race and a shifter cable broke. He led 16 laps of that main event before he DNQ'd, right? So, I mean, he's in the top 5 both of those races, gets wrecked or has a mechanical problem, and the other one he finishes in 4th. Then in 2023, he kind of was slow, okay? I'm not going to lie. He was 12th on the first night. He was 12th on the second night, and then he ended up running 3rd on the finale after leading 7 laps of that main event. And then last year, we just talked about it, he was 2nd on the finale, but his other 2 finishes were 8th, 3rd, and then, of course, 2nd, where he led 14 laps of the feature. So, McFadden, I mean, you look at those results there, 12 starts, 1 win, 7 top 5s, 8 top 10s, and if he didn't have these 2 issues right here where they were none of his doing, it could have been 12 starts, 10 top 10s, and 9 top 5s, right? So this is a very, very good racetrack for James McFadden. And, you know, it's in a new car. Obviously, he's going to be driving the Tarleton 21, not the Roth car, not the KKR car. But we've already seen how fast he and Drew Warner have clicked together so far, winning 4 out of the 5 days at the fastest 5 days in motorsports there. So I think combining that with the fact that Cole Macedo at this race last year, he ran on the podium as well. So this car has been fast at this race before as well. You get he's a top 10 driver, in my opinion, in sprint car racing right now with McFadden behind the wheel of a potent car at a track he's very good at. I don't think there's going to be any, learning time for him to figure things out in this car at Skagit Speedway. I think it's going to be instantaneous. They click. I don't know how to snap. I don't know if you knew that. I can't snap. I just cannot figure it out. But I think that McFadden is going to be very, very... I mean, if he sweeps all 3 nights, I'm not going to be surprised at all. But I think that the curse of James McFadden running 2nd in $100,000 to win races is finally going to come to an end on Saturday night. I think he gets the job done. And I hope he gets the job done, man. I think it would be awesome. A great story. It was a sad deal last year at the banquet, at High Limit Racing's banquet, when he announced that he wasn't coming back full time. But for him, to come back and maybe win this race, I think that would be a really cool deal, a huge storyline in the sport. So looking forward to watching all of that action, which starts on Thursday at Skagit. Tonight, things start up at Houston Speedway for the High Bank Nationals. We will be covering that tomorrow, maybe tonight if they get done early enough. I might do a video tonight doing a review of everything that happened throughout the night there over at Houston Speedway. So make sure to stay tuned in here to the Rodman Rundown. Make sure to hit like, hit subscribe, and comment down below. Do you think McFadden finally gets a 6-figure payday in sprint car racing this weekend? Would love to hear your thoughts down below. Thank you all so very much for watching, and we'll talk to you again soon.